Was issued at 2 o'clock today specifically for this community. Now, as far as the damage goes, majority of it really contained to the foothill communities. As you can see, cars are now passing through. This is Oak Glen. And if we pan over this way, you can see, thankfully, because of this wash, it really helped channel a lot of the water, the mud, and the debris. And so folks, just like that driver down there, they're able to get through quickly. But again, even if you're passing through a small body of water, just like he is, you do want to slow down. You do want to be careful. As far as injuries go, thankfully, no reported injuries here. It's been a rough 24 hours for the folks living in Forest Falls and the communities in the San Bernardino National Forest. Rain, flooding, debris, and major mudslides. In this case, a 20-foot wall of mud, taking out more than a dozen homes along Valley of the Falls Drive, Prospect Drive, and Torrey Pines Drive. It's all remnants of Tropical Storm Mario making landfall Thursday, bringing rain and thunderstorms to the region, hitting the foothill communities of Apple Country.
The way the canyon goes, it just comes down and it just washes everything out.
The McHenrys are back today to assess the damage in their neighborhood. The wash she's referring to is Oak Glen Road, now covered in several feet of mud.
This happens all the time. This is the only way it can come down.
Crews working to clear the debris. Road closures, a major issue. North of here, Caltrans confirmed nearly a dozen cars were stranded along State Route 38 due to heavy debris flow, especially impacting Valley of the Falls Drive to Lakewood Road.
We had a lot of boulders, trees.
As folks try to maneuver through conditions today, they're bracing for more weather. As of 2 o'clock, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department put out a warning for the communities of Forest Falls, Angeles Oaks, Seven Oaks, and Oak Glen.
They're cleaning up. The county's doing a great job, and they're hustling.
Now, as far as this area goes, we haven't heard of any folks reporting their homes being damaged, but we have seen a lot of mud swept off to the side. And as far as that warning goes, it is a warning. It's voluntary for people who live in this area, and it went into effect until 2 o'clock. We do not know when it is expected to expire. I'm Lena Bowman reporting live. We'll send back to you in the studio.
All right, Alina, thank you. And Kai's here with the first look at your forecast. Hey, Kai.
Yeah, hello, Sam, John. Happy Friday, buddy. Yeah, it was a really unsettled day yesterday, especially for the Oak Glen area. Also up in Big Bear, saw tremendous amounts of thunderstorms as well as rainfall, and Forest Falls, of course, bearing the brunt of a tremendous amount of precipitation. You could see that over the last 24 hours. Of course, we did see other communities that did see trace up to some good measurable rainfall, those being Gura Hills, just over a quarter of an inch, East Pasadena, just under a quarter of an inch at about 18/100ths, Temecula, just under a half of an inch at 43/100ths. But again, that number just over 2¼ inches in Forest Falls at 2 inches and 31/100ths does certainly stand out. And you have to remember a great amount of flooding and debris flow, because when you look at about 1 inch of rain, it translates into about a foot of water, or sometimes 3 feet of water in certain areas. And of course, with the water comes the mud as well as the debris, and they're continuing to clean out today. And thankfully, we're looking at dry conditions throughout much of Southern California, especially along the coastal areas. However, up into the LA County mountains, as well as the Antelope Valley and points further north as we head towards Tehachapi, Lake Isabella, there's still a little bit of some mid-level moisture sticking around the atmosphere. Also up near Bakersfield, the Kern County communities, but no advisories, so good news there. However, the weekend forecast still comfortable. We've got another chance for some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. I'll come back in a couple of minutes and tell you when, how much. Back to you.
Breaking news out of Sacramento, where shots have been fired at the local ABC news station. Sacramento police say it happened just after 1:30 this afternoon. Officers responded to the scene and confirmed the building was struck by gunfire. Nobody was injured. We are following the breaking developments, and we will bring you more information as we get it.
A short high-speed pursuit ended in the suspect's death. The driver of a stolen Dodge Charger overturned and crashed the car into the garage of someone's home, killing that driver. Pasadena police say officers almost immediately backed off that pursuit because of the reckless nature of the chase. But the suspect traveled nearly another mile before crashing into that garage on Orange Grove Avenue, south of Columbia Street. This is the second deadly crash into that home in 2 years. One person died and 2 others were hurt when a car traveling 100 miles per hour careened out of control.
Rising R&B star David has canceled all remaining shows on his U.S. tour, including a scheduled show at the Greek Theater tomorrow. This all comes as the investigation continues into the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. David owned the Tesla where the teen girl's decomposed remains were found last week. Police have not named any suspects in her death or a connection between Hernandez and David, but friends and family believe the two were romantically involved at some point. The LAPD is analyzing evidence taken from a Hollywood Hills home where David lived. Interscope and parent company Universal have also suspended David's album release and all promotions.
It is almost time for Dodgers legend Clayton Kershaw's swan song after announcing he's retiring.
The future Hall of Famer, and by some accounts one of the greatest Dodger players ever, will be making his last regular season home start tonight. KTLA 5's Jillian Smuckler joins us live from Dodger Stadium with reaction. Jillian.
Hi guys, yeah, it's an exciting and emotional time for so many Dodgers fans who've watched Kershaw really grow from a rookie, just 20 years old, to one of the best of all time in Dodger franchise history. Now, we spoke with a man who actually has had a front row seat to his entire career to see what tonight means to him. For nearly 2 decades, Clayton Kershaw has been the face of Dodgers baseball, racking up 3 Cy Young Awards, 2 World Series titles, and just this summer, his 3,000th career strikeout.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna retire.
At 37 years old, the left-hander says this season will be his last, turning tonight's matchup against the Giants into a farewell celebration.
And I saw the email like everybody else did and was like, oh man, here we go.
Do they ever say like, wow, thank you, that's a great picture? Yeah. If you've ever seen a picture of Kershaw's biggest moments, chances are John Suhu was the one behind the camera.
A regular good dude trying to fit right in with the rest of the world, but it's kind of hard. Freaking Clayton Kershaw.
The Dodgers' official photographer for 41 years says capturing Kershaw's career has been something special.
Being here when he first was drafted and they brought him out here to meet the club in 2006 and just having all the looks of his young face back in the day, looking at the photos now, it's just amazing.
He describes Kershaw as a family man, saying he was pitching with his son when the news broke that he was retiring.
Very focused, very much in when it's his turn to pitch. Nobody goes near him. Nobody goes, point a camera from any kind of inside positionings in life, like inside the clubhouse and stuff like that, I wouldn't even dare do when he's on his day.
As Kershaw walks off the mound for the last time during the regular season, John will be there once again, capturing not just history, but the heart of a franchise saying goodbye to its legend. The game does not start until 7:10. What time is it? It's 4:10, so we got a little ways to go. We've seen some fans starting to trickle in here at Dodger Stadium, but really all the security, staff members, everyone here tells me they love Clayton and they're excited for his new chapter. But of course, selfishly, we all want him to stay a little bit longer. But of course, the season's not over yet. Tonight's going to be a big night for Dodger fans. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Jillian, and you can bet it is going to be a good game. All right, we've got more coming up on the news at 4.
Including reaction from Jimmy Kimmel by way of his buddy Adam Carolla. What Kimmel texted his friend after his late night show was suspended by ABC. Plus, Lass is here.
Hey guys, another nail in the coffin of the creative process as big tech gets set to unveil AI-powered ads.